Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a big welcome to all of you to the Valley of the Shadows of GotBackup globally. We have people all over the world who are joining this call, and it is our pleasure to have all of you. Please indicate your name and your connection. Where have you connected from? Okay. Usually people will connect from the US, from Canada, from Australia, from Ghana, from Nigeria, South Africa, Belgium, people across several places in the world. So please indicate your name, indicate where you connected from. We want to use this as a way to welcome you and welcome every single person around that you know. Now, those of you who are on the Telegram page, if you could even put it on the Telegram page to remind all the other people across the world, this is the time. And please put it on one of the group pages that you belong to. You might belong to a family page. You might belong to Old Student Association. You might belong to a class page, not too professionalized pages. You can put them there and just tell them something incredible is happening there. And so you want. So a big welcome to Bemu Yao. All nice. I just like the name. That's why I actually mentioned it. Okay. Big welcome to Osasi. Big welcome to Sika. Big welcome to Agatha. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Big welcome to Johnny. Big welcome to Joana. Big welcome to Legacy, to Deborah Cranton. All of you, I want to say a big welcome to you. I have an incredible panelist here. They are going to take us through the mambo jambos. Now, if it is your first time here, ladies and gentlemen, be grateful. Be grateful that you are here. Be thankful that you are here. Whoever has invited you here, the person has given you a gift. Okay. And that gift, you realize it by the time we finish. My name is Dr. KOA. I'm a lecturer. I'm a professor in 4 universities in 3 continents. I'm also a businessman into what we are going to discuss here. I'm one of the board of directors of GotBackup, and it's changing the world. It is galloping across every continent. Okay, it is even in islands and peninsulas, and you're going to see an incredible thing. And why this can be your 2025. This could be the turning point in your life, and you're going to see this pretty soon. So I want to say a big welcome to all of you here. Richard, Gloria, Rose, Roland, Justice. Okay. Now, let me tell you about the panelists. We have Mrs. Enyonam. She is an entrepreneur, but she's a nursing lecturer. She lectures in nursing. She's the Africa's number 3 GotBackup leading woman. Okay. Africa's number 3 GotBackup leading woman. She's well-rounded in her area of specialization. And then we have Dr. Dorothy Hanson. She's an MD, a medical doctor, a specialist family practice. Okay. She was the best medical doctor judged in 2023. And she is the first African queen. So we have a lot of the African queens here who are changing the face of that. Please give them the attention. Please spend the next 1 hour with us. You will never, ever regret it. And by the end, I want to give a gift to those of you who came here. I want to give a gift to 5 of you. Okay. So please, let's first of all invite Mrs. Enyonam Sefenu to take us through the essence of our presence here. Enyonam, please take it over.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. And thank you all for joining us this evening. You took time out of your busy schedules to be here. So be expectant as much as possible. So why are you here? Why are you here? Why did you decide to come here? GotBackup is here to empower people, which includes you and your family and people around you. What is the essence of us living? The essence is to impact the lives of people around us. We all have very big dreams as we were children. And what happens is that as we start growing, your first income that hits your account, it scares you. And it is easier to reduce those dreams into little things that we'll call it contentment. But we had dreams to live in the best addresses in wherever we live in our countries. We know some of them. You can put some of them in the comments. Or to have the size of families that we want. But when we start seeing the amount of money that we have to use in caring for them, we start reducing those sizes. Or are we ready to send our children to the highest school or the most comfortable school we feel, but you realize that the fees is too much and start reducing that and go to comfortable schools that you know your salary or whatever income can take care of? Some of us have dreams of what? Investing in things. But all those dreams started running away as soon as we saw our expenses and our income. GotBackup is saying that revive those dreams again. They are here to help you revive those dreams that you thought you've buried forever. So that is why you are here. So how is this GotBackup going to do about that to help you revive those dreams and impact people around you? So GotBackup is from a parent company called Global Virtual Opportunities. Global Virtual Opportunities started in Gothenburg, Quebec in 1997. So you can see this is not a fresh company. It's a company that has gone through the years, over 27 good years. So they started in Gothenburg, Quebec, and realized that they too, the dream they had was too big than that place, and they moved to Texas in the US. What is in Texas? When you go to Texas, you realize that they have the fiber. This is a technology company, so they need big fiber optics and the energy to be able to help them fulfill whatever strategies they have. So what happened is that they had to get a property and bought it 100%. Everything they have, they've paid for it. And that is what, if you have a company like that, you should be happy. So everything belongs to them. So they got a place and got that. So they have a data center in Texas that does that. And how would they be able to help you and I fulfill those dreams? They are riding on two global trends, which we will talk about. Are you holding a phone right now? Majority of the people listening to us may be using phone. Smartphones. We have over 18 billion phones, but the smartphones are 8 billion phones. It is only smartphone that enable you to watch videos and do many other things. And that is what it is trending right now. When you have something that is trending and the demand will keep going up. Let me ask you, the phone you are holding, would you say that one day you won't use again? I doubt that. Some of us have multiple phones. Even if you don't have at all, you have one. Where there's high demand and the market is there, production is there, that is where success is. So when it happened that smartphones started being used, what happened is that they produce data. If you type A, B on your phone, it is data that you've generated. If you transfer videos, pictures to people or you receive, it is data that has been generated. And this data needs to be cared for. So how did it come here? I know you remember when you were using paper. That was where we were keeping our information. Then we moved on to pen drive, then hard disks. Now we've gotten to an era we call the cloud storage era. So the cloud storage, what happens is that a big server, I'll call it pen drive, is somewhere, and your data is being kept safely for you, such that when your phone even gets spoiled, you can easily access it, even if you change your device. So let's look at it. 2022, this is money that have run through this market. As much as $90 billion was generated in this industry. And the funny thing is that we have less than 30 companies that are controlling this income. So pay attention. This is huge. Look at the multiplication, the percentages that income has gone to. We just finished 2024 from 90 billion dollars in 2022. It went to what? 134 billion dollars. And this year that we are in 2025, it is moving to 166 billion. So imagine you have some partnership with any of the less than 30 companies and you have a share. How much will you earn? In the next 5 years, even multiples of that is going to happen. Almost $500 billion is being generated. If you look at this and you are good with maths, it should tell you that it is something you should pay attention to. Now let's talk about your phone. Your phone you are holding, what do you use it for? For instance, if you are going somewhere and you forgot your phone in the house, what is the tendency that you go back or you continue on your journey? If you go back for it, put 1 in the comment section. But if you go, put 0. If you go back for it and you go and feel comfortable without thinking about it, put 0 in the comment section. Let me see what you think about it. Our phones has become alarm system. It has become our books. We read books from that. Lot of us, when we go to the loo, we download whilst uploading from our phones. We read from there. That's when we go to WhatsApp groups that we don't like. Then we just scroll to, or we read books to consume something. So you realize these are statistics that have been kept. We are so addicted to our phone. I tell people addiction are in 2 forms, one that destroys life and one that helps your life. Phone addiction, if you do it well, it will enhance your life because there are a lot of things that it will speed for you. That is what phone does. So this addiction will keep going. And the other side of it, the bad side of it is that because data is generated, anything that happens to the phone, you may lose it. We usually think about the external side of the phone, but the phone, when it falls from your hand right now, everything on it, you may lose it. If you felt or experienced data loss before, it's the most painful thing that you can experience. Of almost 40, no, not almost, even more than that, 45% of people damage their phones and they lose their data forever. They won't gain it again. And every hour, more than 5,000 screens are cracked. You are seeing the statistics there. And for phone loss or being stolen, it is a common phenomenon. And when that happens, people don't worry about the phone. They worry about what they've kept of it. Some contacts they may never get again. And those things, or if you calculate it into money, you realize that it's a huge loss that people have gone through. So people are actually looking for ways to help solve that situation. Then the second trend, every one of us are feeling it because it concerns economy. People are doing multiple things to help generate what? Income streams. Our salary alone cannot sustain us. It is actually dangerous to live on one stream of income. When you go to America, that is supposed, we call it what, the land of the dream. As much as 42% of people are involved in other streams of income. Younger adults, it is a common phenomenon that they are actually doing other things to help sustain their income. 62% of them are involved in streams of income because the money coming from their parents is never enough. So this is what the whole world is experiencing. What of us who are in the world that even our money, you use multiple ones to get $1. So it means that we even need it more than those who are even earning the dollars. So these are the 2 main trends that this company is riding on. And do you think that this will ever run out of human race? I would say no, because it will keep increasing. So these two trends, this is what GotBackup is leveraging on. And it is something that we should all get caught up with, because it makes life more comfortable. GotBackup, as I said, is a subsidiary of Global Virtual Opportunity. It only started in 2023. This subsidiary started in 2023. April, we are not even 2 years. And look at it. We are already in 151 countries out of the 195 countries of the world. So by the end of this year, we'll cover everywhere in the world. And look at it. We in Ghana, we were the 82nd country that joined GotBackup. So imagine being part of this before it gets there. You are here at the right time. It's not too late. We have a global outreach. This is what we are presenting to you. At this point, they've told you about her already. She was adjudged the best doctor in Ghana. She's a national figure. So you should imagine. And she's coming to talk about the money aspect of this. I'm sure some of you, that's why you are here. So all the things I was saying, you say I should do it fast so that she'll come. Dr. Dorothy Hanson, she's a very serious person, studious and focused on what she's doing. She's coming to talk to you about the business aspects of this business, because she has earned a lot of money by doing this. So please listen to her, pay attention to her, so that you learn something and use it. Doc, over to you.
Thank you so much for setting the platform to make it easy for me to continue from here. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations for being on this call. You are warmly welcome once again. And from this point onwards, we're here for the most exciting part. You know, there was a parable when Jesus was blessing and changing water into wine. The best wine came later, and we are heading into that part. So at this point, I just say stick and stay, pay attention to everything that's going to drop from here on out, because this is where it gets exciting. So far, you've heard a lot about GotBackup, but what exactly is it? Just like Enyo said, it's just like Dropbox, in case you don't know. If you're using an iPhone, you perhaps have heard of iCloud. If you are using an Android or Huawei, you perhaps have heard of Google Drive. If you store your data already on cloud, perhaps you know Dropbox, OneDrive, WeDrive. GotBackup is just like all these cloud storage services, but GotBackup offers more than these cloud services offer. So let's just compare like for like. So you can see them listed over there, and just look at the price points. GotBackup is way cheaper than any of the cloud storage services. It's 3 times cheaper than Google Drive, Dropbox, 4 times cheaper than even iCloud at this package rate. So what does GotBackup offer that is superior to what the competitors are offering, that we are all excited about? The reason why 151 countries have gotten on board in less than 2 years. See, for you to be able to store your data at just $100 per annum, which is what GotBackup offers, you get 6 terabytes of cloud storage space. This is 6,000 gigabytes of space that you can share with 5 other people. So you can actually have 6 accounts with GotBackup. And unlike iCloud, who is quite restrictive, you know, iCloud does not share. If you don't have a MacBook, you don't have an iPhone, you can't store your stuff with iCloud. That's just it. And Google Drive too is just for the Android phones. Okay, Huawei does not operate on Google Drive. So if you have multiple devices, your data is scattered. So you could lose a device and your data goes with it. But with GotBackup, it operates on multiple operating systems. It is not a respecter of persons. It is just a comfortable cloud storage service. It works on a Windows laptop. It works on a MacBook. It works on a Linux laptop. And for your phones, it actually works on an iCloud. It works on Android. It works on Huawei, Google Pixel, just name it. GotBackup works on all operating systems here present. So your data is securely stored safely in the 6,000 terabyte space, and that's huge space for 6 other accounts. It automatically backs up your data, so you set it up on your multiple devices. So long as you're under good Wi-Fi, your data is just automatically being backed up. You can access your data anywhere in the world. So I can travel anywhere in the world. I don't need to carry my laptop. I have 2 iPhones, a laptop, a Windows laptop, and I've backed them all up. I can actually access my laptop from your device just by logging in, because the security that GotBackup provides me is such that irrespective of the device I use, I can actually securely access my data. The security of GotBackup is top notch. The price is not low because it is inferior. It has the same level of security as Amazon, as iCloud, as Google Drive, any of those cloud storage services that you can trust. It is the AES 256-bit military-grade encryption. That's the highest level of encryption you can get for cloud storage, and GotBackup has the patent for it. It sits on its own fully owned data center, like Enyo presented. Everything about the data center is owned by GotBackup. So you get the flexibility of storing your data across your devices. You have top-notch security, you can store your data, and there is even much more. You see, the beauty about technology is it's like there's always an update. The WhatsApp you're using last year, January, is not what you're using right now. GotBackup has other collaborative tools attached to it. In fact, when I saw it, I was blown away, because most of the time when you have to open, say, a Word document on a phone that doesn't have a Microsoft Word, it will just tell you that you need an app to open it. But for Word documents, which most of us use to open our documents, GotBackup already has it inbuilt. So you can open a Word document on GotBackup, and you don't need to have had the Word document actually installed on that machine. You can do translations into various languages. You can do voice recording for it to type for you. You could actually collaborate with other people working on the same document, and it's just beautiful. So it's just more than cloud storage with GotBackup. So you get to store your data, you get to collaborate, but then there's more to what GotBackup offers besides these I've mentioned. You know, the other cloud storage services is just about storing your data. But with GotBackup, it is a lifestyle. I mean, you just don't store your data. You can access your data and actually work on your data wherever you are across the world. We all buy phone cases and phone screens to protect the outsides of our phone. It is time to protect the insides of your phone with flexible, cost-effective cloud storage service, which GotBackup offers. But then there's more. It's not just about storing your data. GotBackup has attached an email marketing system to it. You know, in our world today, the email is the most professional way to communicate with your business partners. But with GotBackup, you have a bulk email personalization, and automated emails attached to your cloud storage service. All this is coming to you at $0 per annum. It doesn't add on to what GotBackup is charging. Already, its price point is low. So you can actually send an email to over 10,000 people with a click of a button. You can personalize that email so that each person receives their email in their name. So if I'm sending an email to all the panelists here, I don't need to send, hello, Dr. Agyei, hello, Enyonam. With just the click of a button, each of them receives it. Hello, Dr. Agyei, hello, Enyo, hello, Jeff, hello, Queen B. Everybody gets it in their name, just a click of a button, just for efficiency. And you can actually automate all your emails. If I have emails to go in the next coming holiday, just to wish my entire business partners happy holidays, I can automate it just right now. On the set day, it will send it automatically for free. And I don't have to hassle a few days to the holiday just because I need to send an email. You could actually have a free trial too. See, sometimes people just want to try it to see whether the system works. Does it actually back up? All that we are saying, is it for real? You have a 7-day free trial with GotBackup. Unlike other services, which will restrict you to just a small amount of space, GotBackup's free trial gives you access to all these things I've told you about the service. Just use it for free for the full 7 days. Try it, use it, experience it, love it, get on board and start using the service. But then there's still more beyond all of this. GotBackup is the only cloud storage service that pays you. Take a pause. If you're happy about this part, you just put a 2 in the chat for me, so I also get more excited to talk about it. GotBackup is the only cloud storage service that pays you. This is a billion-dollar industry. The only service that gives you an opportunity to take a slice of this is GotBackup. And how does it do it? I'll explain it to you in the next few slides. It's so simple, it's so easy, it's so exciting, and everybody with an above average work ethic can do it, like you on this call listening to me right now. So how do we get into it? How does GotBackup pay you? How does GotBackup pay you? There are 7 sweet ways to earn with GotBackup.
One is the customer acquisition bonus. The customer acquisition bonus is the smallest, most immediate, most should I say the one that you can put your bet on, and the one that is easiest to do. The customer acquisition bonus. The other 7 bonuses are monthly earnings that come with based on the profitability of the organization, based on the efforts that the entire global family puts onto it. So let me talk about the customer acquisition bonus. GotBackup is on a mission to have the whole world get to see this project. See, we just in 151 countries in just 2 years. By the end of this year, we'd have covered the rest of the world. He says, if you get me someone to use my service, I'll give you $50 commission, $50 on the annual pack. So with this, you can actually plan your incomes. If you want to earn $200 this week, just tell me how many people you have to get onto GotBackup. Yes, just 4 friends, just 4 people to register with GotBackup, and you have your $200 for the week. You can get $50 per commission. With this, you can leverage on anything, whether inflation or whatever is happening in your pockets right now. This puts you at a level that you can actually build a good income over time. This is the smallest income, the most immediate income. This happens to you in just about a few seconds of your friend registering onto their service. There are other bonuses, like I mentioned, the other 6 bonuses. These are things that you earn on a monthly basis. The customer acquisition happens on the daily, so you can just schedule yourself. If you have 4 friends, 20, in the next 4 weeks, you can actually earn $800. And trust me, $800 is good income, even in the US. So let's talk about these ones too. Of these 6 other incomes, I think I would like to speak about the cycle match. So if you register a friend, let me talk about the ranks just to be fair. So in most of our jobs, you see, there's no clear path for you to know how to get above, how to earn more, how to do better, even if you put effort into what you're doing right now. But with GotBackup, effort is rewarded. And the system put in place by the organization uses precious metal, so that if they mention the metal, then we know how much volume and how much work you've done for the organization. So let's talk about someone who is, say, a sapphire, or let me talk about someone who's a diamond. Yes, let me talk about a diamond. So a diamond gets eligibility to earn additional income to the customer acquisition bonuses that the person would have worked on. So you can earn tier 2 cycles, you can earn generation income, can earn dynamic compression. Then let's talk about cycle match. So cycle match, this person gets to earn 100%. You're wondering, what does that mean? So let's say I'm a diamond. I'm going to be a diamond very soon, by the way. I'm a diamond. I've registered over 30 friends into the organization. Let me use 10 of my friends. So assuming 10 of my friends are earning $1,000 each, working on this project with me. I mean, this project is one that we all work together as a team. The system is such that your growth depends on the work you do with your team. So if my friends, my 10 friends are earning $1,000 each, I get to make 100% of that $1,000 each. So how much is 100% of 10 friends? That's what? $10,000. If it would take me 2 to 3 years to get $10,000 per month working with an organization, is it worth it? I would like to hear your comments in the chat. Is it worth it? That is the potential. That is what we are holding in our hands. That is the project in our hands. Look, you could actually earn $20,000 per month working with this organization. Look, many of us have been doing work with our organization for well over 2 to 3 years. The projection for this industry by 2030, in fact, a lot of technology companies are talking about 2030. By 2030, GotBackup, the cloud storage industry is a $500 billion industry. $20,000 doesn't shake the industry in any way, and it is possible to earn $20,000 with this organization. Would it be worth it taking the step now? This is what we have in our hands. The system of earning is as simple as that. And there's no better time to get on board this project than right now, when we are just starting and we are just at the beginning of the trend. And this is what GotBackup offers you. Besides all these beautiful things I've spoken about, there's support. You are not alone on this project. You get a personalized link for free, which each member has. You get a personalized landing page for free.
Some organizations, you have to go create your own landing page before you can actually work with them. On GotBackup, you have it set up for you in your back office. You have the email marketing system I spoke about. In fact, to build a personal email marketing system, an email system, it's valued at about $500 per month. GotBackup is giving it to you at $0. That's the value that this is places on your the service that you're getting. You get specialized tools, the videos, the documents, everything you need to do this project well is given to you. You have access to all the online presentations, all the online trainings, and you have mentorship. The value of the mentorship, look, people pay tens of thousands of dollars to be able to attend a conference for someone to teach them how to do life. You get it at, that's the value of about $1,000 every session, a sessional. But here on GotBackup for a whole 365 days, since it's an annual subscription, the value of $10,000 is given to you. That's what you get on this project. You get trainings and support. You have personal development. There's nobody who joins this project who doesn't grow to become a better person. The money and the dreams you are expecting to have is at the end of the better you. And that's going to happen for you once you get on this project. You get access to free community partnerships. If I put all of this together and you to put a price point to GotBackup, the value of it, the value is, well, almost $2,000 value. But GotBackup is giving it to you at $19.97 per annum for both the service and the project and everything I've mentioned that comes with it. Is it a good deal? I think it's a good deal. And this is the best time to get on board because, you know, on our project, there's actually something we call a positional advantage. You see, those who get on board early have the advantage of leveraging from the efforts of the rest who come back later. This is the best time to get started. And to continue from here, I would just invite Dr. Kweku Asari, who is on the board of directors of this organization. I tell you, the party gets sweeter as it gets to the end, to help us get into how this works for everybody who gets onto this project. Dr. Asari, over to you.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Dr. Dorothy Hanson. You see the way she's smiling, she's chopping big dollars. You know, when the dollar enters your intestines, the way you sneeze changes. There are 4 ways of sneezing, ladies and gentlemen. There are 4 ways of sneezing. One of them is okay, and then the other way, okay, and then there are 2 more. How a person, for example, on Monday morning, the heart attack rate tomorrow will rise by 35%. When you look at the time at 7 a.m., 7:30, 8 o'clock, you look at the faces of people. They are angry whilst they are holding their steering wheel. And the reason why they are angry is not because you have crossed them. It's because they are going to a job they don't like. The party is small. The amount of money is small. A boss that they don't like. And the weekend was not even good enough for them. And they are going to top it up. Research shows that the heart attack rate all over the world, though, the heart attack rate rises 35%. In fact, research shows that people die on a Monday than any other day in the week. But you see, when you get your job and then you control your time, we are all workers. All of us here are workers. But we also have what? Backup. Backup is good, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot rely on that salary for the rest of your life. Suppose you get a call right now and they tell you that your mother is not well, your father is not well, or your loved one is not well, but they need an emergency $4,000. Else the person is gone. What will you do? I'll tell you a story, ladies and gentlemen. I became part of this organization 2023 in July. On that day, 4 professors told me that I'm wasting my... You know, one of the things that hurts people in the world, as I'm talking, somebody is right among us. The person thinks this is fake. The person is thinking right now, this is a scam. In fact, somebody told me this is NAM1 Part 4. You know, the human mind is the most unexplored continent in the universe. Anything that borders around the income, people think is fake. And that is why many people don't succeed in life. Why? Do you know why America is called the land of the dreams? Because you think everything is possible. And so you try everything. And that is why they work. That's why it's a land of the dream. You see, dream is something that is not there, but it is in the mind's eye. Wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious when it's a secret. Who you are is your nature. What you're becoming is your manifestation. And so take chances, because most of the time we don't take chances. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we tend to think that money is not everything. Money is not everything. It's not the one that would give us salvation. Meanwhile, we go to work. Why are we going? If they say they will not pay you for a year, will you continue? Even doctors and professors who have accumulated a lot of knowledge, they go on strike because the salary is not enough. Dig your well before you are tested. Please write it down. Dig your well before you are tested. All the people you see on the screen here, they are already accomplished though. Jeffery Okakoi is a top leading banker in one of the top banking companies in the world. It's an international banking firm. He's here. If I tell you his income, he says I shouldn't mention it. Yeah, but if I tell you, you will ask, why is he doing GotBackup? Mrs. Bernice, Effah, is a top African entrepreneur. She's all over the world. See the way she's swerving her swivel chair? Is income. She's an achiever already. Mrs. Enyonam is a lecturer. She's an achiever already. Dr. Dorothy Hanson, she is a world-class medical doctor. She could be bought anywhere in the world. Why do you think she's doing GotBackup? And ladies and gentlemen, myself, I'm a professor. I'm in 4 universities. I have my own company, and I am a director of 3 companies. I'm a director of this company, GotBackup. I'm one of the board of directors. Why would I do this? Wisdom. Wisdom. It is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. You know why King Solomon became the wealthiest and the wisest? He was the wisest, but why he combined the two? Why would you think that God decided to give him income, even though he had already requested for knowledge and wisdom? Because without income, knowledge and wisdom are useless. And this King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes chapter 9. So it is important for a person to recognize. See, ladies and gentlemen, until what we know becomes what we do, we don't know anything. Until what we do right now to benefit ourselves and someone else, what we do is useless, because the evidence of knowledge is result. You can't tell me that a person is knowledgeable and that knowledge is not reflected in his life. Poverty is multidimensional. Wealth is also multi. You know, poverty is not about money. It's a state of the mind. You know, when a person is poor mentally, he's poor physically. Look at the way he dresses. Look at the way he exercises. Look at the kind of food the person is even eating. He's eating because the poverty is multiplicity around the person. The person doesn't even eat well. He doesn't dress well. It's not about money. Okay, even mango, he doesn't eat mango because he doesn't see the value of that. But when a person is wealthy in the mind, he's wealthy financially, wealthy spiritually, wealthy physically, wealthy in all areas. The word poor is an acronym. It stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. You have an opportunity. See, opportunity is an impatient woman. Men are waiting for it. GotBackup is in 151 countries. Under 2 years. Where will you be in 5 years' time? Ladies and gentlemen, do you think now is the best time for you to earn extra 20,000 cedis or extra $1,000 every month? Do you think now is the best time, or we should wait till 2035? The word decide, it ends with the word side, like suicide, like homicide, like genocide. Many will not make it the way they wish they will make it this year. You know why? Because they are afraid. Fear is an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. Fear, false evidence. Right now, whilst I'm talking, somebody is saying in the head, oh, what? It's not true. Because that is how the mind first looks at things. But that is what kills people. Because you got to take chances. Okay, chances are necessary. Storms are necessary to make the oak tree grow deeper root. You got to go deep if you want to go high in life. You got to take chances. A woman goes through 9 months of pregnancy. It's not fun. No. On the day of delivery, the child can die. The woman can die. And women continue to give birth by heart. Because the chances we take, the people we meet, the faith you have, that is what is going to define you. What is $120 for a whole year? When you could make at least $50 a day, $50 a day, $50 a day. What is the benefit of using the phone if you are not able to back up your digital life? GotBackup is giving all of these at $120. In fact, we have been using it. Some people are paying in iCloud already. Some of us are paying Netflix every single month. You are paying Netflix, and yet Netflix is not paying you back. GotBackup says that pay that and get the same service you're already getting, but this time get income and get development on top of it. Look at it. Let me show you something. This is someone's income in GotBackup. This is how much someone made in October. If you think somebody is making an income like $3,970, if you are making a half of that, would that make a difference? This is another person making about $7,000 in 30 days. Is it worth it? Whilst the person is doing his normal work. You know, the time we waste a lot of time in this world. We waste the time you spend on the social media. That time could be used to actually be part of this project, because it's the same social media we use to do that. So look at your life now. Don't be forced to be part of GotBackup. No, look at your life. These are people all over the world, particularly in Africa, who are championing. These are your top leaders, leading people in Africa. Question is this. Look at your life today. You're not getting any younger. You will not get any younger too, ladies and gentlemen. The next 5 years, you will grow. You get to 30, okay? After some time, you get to 35. By the time you close your eyes, you are 40. You know, when you are young, you want to grow faster. Then when you grow, you say, no, I'm not old. I'm not old. You want to be younger. Sometimes we dye our hair. It's like we don't want to grow. You are growing. You are growing and you will grow. By the time you realize you are 50, before you blink, you are 58. You say, hey, I'm going on pension. Hey, Kofi, I have to do something. But you can't do the things you wish to do. You're 65. And then you ask yourself, what have I done? And that is what hits a lot of people. Sometimes you want to now depend on your children. Your children will also tell you, but I have 4 kids. I have 2 kids. I can't take care of you, mommy, papa. Dark times can happen. That is why we dig your well before you are tested. And that is why we begin. Now, let's go back to the studio. We are going to ask some of the people in the studio here, and then find out from them what has been some of the benefits that they have achieved from GotBackup. Jeffrey, let me come back to you. You are a baby. You started this thing just last month, okay? Just last month you began this. Now, what is one thing that you have experienced in the GotBackup facility that is really helping you? Oh, and by the way, before you continue, Jeffrey, unmute yourself. Before you continue, have you made the income, that 120 you put in, have you made it back?
Oh, long time. I have even exceeded the money that I invested into it. I've exceeded. In fact,
so it means that even though you are going to use all the services for the next, 11 months, you have already made your income already. That you put it.
Yes.
And you can still have the opportunity to make it again, further.
Sure.
Okay, what is one thing that impresses you the most?
All right. So initially, when I was joining the business, I had a doubt. But I based on how it was presented to me, I knew that indeed there is future in this, because I cannot do away with phone. Each and every day I'm using my phone. So if I can leverage on my phone to make extra income, I think it was a cool deal. And since I joined the business till now, I have never regretted. For nothing at all, I'm benefiting from the mentorship training that is being going on each and every day. So aside the service, I'm getting the opportunity to develop myself in my career, in my personal growth, and then in my Christian life.
Okay, look, Jeffrey, let me hit you on the nail. When you say you are building yourself, you are getting knowledge, what specifically do you mean? Give me an example of what you mean by that. Because what is it that you are being mentored, you are developing your mind on?
Okay, so I have come to realize that whatever that you set your mind to do, you can achieve. In these communities, it's full of community of positive-minded people. So this is where they give you the opportunity to stretch your thinking. They give you the opportunity to go beyond yourself. This community has given me the opportunity to know that indeed there is more that I can do. Life is not only about me; it's about impacting the people around me.
Wow, incredible. Let me go to Bernice. Bernice, like I said, you are already someone who is into international business. Okay, you are working with people all over the world and all of that. What is one thing? You are one of the leading people. Are you aware? You're one of the top leading people in Africa. Okay, Africa. You are sitting on gold. Actually, you are number 4 leading figure in Africa now. So let me ask you, what has been one thing that has impressed you the most in GotBackup?
All right, thank you so much for the question. So I would say that what has impressed me the most is my ability to store my data on my mobile phone, like the cloud storage, where I can access it anywhere I go. Should I forget my phone at home, I know that I can still access all the data on my other phone. If I should forget my laptop, I know that I can still access my data on my tablet. Like, that is one thing that I'm impressed about, because technology has made accessing information easier. And with GotBackup, you can access your data wherever you are in the world with just logging into your account on any device you are using. So this is the project that has come to make everyone, especially business people like you and I, to have easy access to our clients' data. So for instance, if I am somewhere and I'm supposed to quickly get an information for a client and I happen to leave my phone, I quickly go to that, my device that I have on me, quickly log in, and I have all the access to those information. So it's something I'm so impressed about. I'm really impressed about that. And aside that,
let me go to the income. How has the income been looking like? You see, I started, you know, when you were talking, you weren't smiling. Now I started asking you a question on income when you are smiling.
yes, money is sweet, so I have to smile. You know, if you know how to spend money, you know how to invest money, you definitely want to chase money, because it's something that really makes life living worth it, makes life living easy. So GotBackup gives you good money to add up to your multiple incomes, and it's something everyone should be serious about it, because the money you make here, I don't know what money you make in your business or your work, but it's going to be good money, something you can reinvest in your own business and expand your business and give back to the society. So look, I mean, in the business, I'm not just looking at myself. I'm not just thinking of myself. I'm thinking about the people around me. So the money I'm making, I make sure that I spread it. If you're here and you think you have more money, just think about people around you, and then for their sake, get on board and then make money here and share it around so that God will bless you. Yes, there's blessings in giving. So
thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, who you become in the process of earning the money is even the most powerful one. Who you become. The money, as for the money, is just a tool. You will get plenty here. You will get plenty here if you follow. But leave that part, because that person you become is more powerful, because you see that you have become a different human being, and you can do more and get more than the income you are even going to get here. And that is incredible. Let me go back to you, Enyonam. Enyonam, what do you see as very powerful in terms of personal development? How would you see that you don't get it anywhere, but you get it here? Personal development.
Yeah, I've been involved in spending money to get some knowledge throughout my years. And I know very well some of the information we share in the group, people who are sharing it paid thousands of dollars to have access to that type of knowledge. So when it's being given to someone free, usually people don't respect it. but when you hear where it came from, it gives you a different perspective. Do you know that you can live throughout your life and there is a specific information you can never have access to unless you are introduced into some rooms? This is what this community gives us. There are things that we will never, or throughout our lives, we will never have heard it if not because we got involved in this community. Because if one person is good, it is spread across board. So no one gets the information and holds it in their bosom to become better. It won't help anybody. That is why this community is very, very relevant. And remember, 151 countries right now, even tomorrow another country can come to it. So imagine you have your tentacles spread across all 195 countries in the world. Maybe even if it takes 5 years. Some companies have been in existence more than 30 years. They haven't even stretched beyond 10 countries. So imagine having access to that. This is one of the things that I don't look at it with any cheap eye. It is very expensive and very priceless that I hold.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. So let me quickly go to Dr. Dorothy because someone is asking a question and I want to go to Michael's approach. Dorothy, I want to just say something, then you can add that part. Because anyway, his question is the avenue to learn a new thing. So I'm all in. But the question is, how is it done? I want to just say something before you add the technique because you gave the thing. So Michael, here's the thing. If you get the software, $120, you're going to use it for 1 year. After that 1 year, you will renew it, just like you do DSTV, Netflix, or any other thing. Okay. Now, whilst you are using the software for all these, all you do is that you tell friends, families, co-workers, acquaintances, enemies, anybody, tell them you have a gift or good news for them. They will ask you, what is that gift? What is that good news? Yours is to bring them here. We will do the education for you. Until such a time you can educate them yourself. We'll give you the entire slides. We'll give you the entire presentation. We'll give you the entire videos. But you can bring them here and then we will educate the person for you. That is it. When the person decides to get it, immediately you are paid. Then subsequent others, not that you, okay, whilst you are being paid because you have actually sponsored that person, if I sponsor another person that you don't even know, over time, every month, the company also pays you. So you are paid in two ways. One, by your effort, and two, by the effort of other people. That is generally how you are paid. Now, you are not paid because you are using the software. You are not paid because you just bought a software. Because when you bought iCloud or you bought Netflix, they don't pay you. But you are paid because you have been able to invite someone to come here and listen. And the person has been educated. And once the person has been educated, the person also wants to use the service. There is a specialized link that you have. And that is the only link the person can use. And once the person uses that link, the person is connected to you automatically in the system. And then the money will be paid immediately to you. And you see it immediately within 30 seconds. That is the instant income before you talk about monthly income. So remember, there is a daily income and then there is also monthly income. Anything to add, Dorothy?
I think that's basically it. And it's just a simple system like you have described. So you just speak to the person who invited you to this call to start with. The person will share their personal link with you. And then once you also register on the project, you also get your own personal link, which you would be using just the way Prof has described it to you. And I think it's a no-brainer. It's just as simple as that. There's no other hidden process besides what has been described. And everything comes to you directly. You deal directly with the organization, just like it's been said here.
Okay.
So I think that's it.
All right. And the other thing, Michael, and that goes to the rest. The other thing is that you are giving the link. When I say the link, I'm talking about this YouTube link. I'm talking about a Zoom link. We do daily, every 12 o'clock GMT. We do 12 to 1. We do a Zoom presentation. So that link is what you give to the person to come and listen, because the person has to be educated. The person has to be educated, a link. But when you became a member, you also have your link, your specialized link. That specialized link you will give to the person to enter his details and make his payment. Immediately the person makes that payment for the software, you are paid immediately. That is the first instant payment. And that payment is $50 per person, by the way. Okay. So every day you can get $50 per person. Every day you can get $50, which is $1,500 a month, which has nothing to do with the monthly income you are also going to get. Okay. So let's get that. Again, you can choose not to be part of the project and just use the software. Okay. And that's it. You don't get paid, because at least, but the thing is that you are getting more space, and the software is cheaper than the others. It's cheaper than iCloud, cheaper than Dropbox, cheaper than Google Drive. So you are still in a better position. Oh, and you can use it for all the other things. Bulk emailing, collaboration, all of these things. It's all part of it, which the others don't have at all. Okay, so let me go back to you, Dorothy. What would be your message for those who are yet to start with us?
If you're on this call, first of all, congratulations for taking a look at this amazing project. Today, you've been educated. Let me use the story of Mark Zuckerberg and his friends. It still rings a bell in my head, so I think let me use that story. You see, somewhere 2004, Mark Zuckerberg was a high school graduate then, and he called 5 of his friends about a project he was starting, Faces in the Book. And when he called 5 of the friends, I think it was 7 or so, 5 of them showed up. And like you have showed up today. 3 of them actually walked out, and 2 of them stayed with him. Today, this is 20 years down the year, the time from 2004 to now, 2025, now 21 years down the line. Those who stayed with him have become multi-millionaires with him. And this is the kind of opportunity your friend who invited you here has given to you. You have seen the project. This is a billion-dollar industry. Look, there are businesses in the world, but this is huge business. And this is the only company that gives you an opportunity to make some good income with it. Look at your life right now. Look at what you've done in the past. This is a time for you to decide how the future is going to be for you and the generations that follow you. So take that bold step now. Any kind of support, every kind of support that you need to do this project well is provided for you. If you know this will work for you, just take the support. Just take the step. Speak to the person who invited you and sign on immediately. Register right now. Don't wait till tomorrow. There's positional advantage with this. That's another nice thing about this. The earlier you get on board, the better your prospects, leveraging on the effort of everybody on the project. So do it now. Don't go thinking about it. Don't go and sleep over it and allow fear to interfere with the vision God has given you this year.
I like that word. Dorothy, can you please answer the question?
Once you go and sleep, you start dreaming dreams. How is this possible? Who will I talk to? How will I even start? How will I get the money? Look, take the decision now. When I was told about this project, look, I went through that. It took me 72 hours to take the step. In those 72 hours, I lost over 20 people. I should have taken it early. I did not regret. And now here I am. I've made over 30 times that $120. $120 is small. The value of what you get from this, trust me, is bigger than anything that you have ever seen or gotten a chance to be part of. So take that step now. Sign on.
Dorothy, if you could please answer the screen question.
All right. So how much will I pay after the person I invited had made his payment for the software? How much will I pay after the person I invited had made the payment?
It's talking about the fee for payment fee.
Oh, so yeah. So you just start with $120 per annum, $120 for the year. Just $120 for the year. If you're in Ghana, I convert to let's just shy of 2,000 cedis. And I don't know which business you can start in Ghana now with 2,000 cedis and make more than that in the shortest time. This is the only one, and this technology. And look, it's just $120 that we all registered with. And trust me, the value you get from it is way bigger than that.
He's asking for his commission.
His commission, $50 for that $120. $120. So if you can do 5 $120 in a day, how much are you getting? That's $250, please. You've already made 2 times what you started the project with, and this is it. It's as real as that.
Thank you. Jeffrey, what would be your message for those who are already part of GotBackup?
All right, so my message for those who are already part of GotBackup is that they should remain focused, committed, and definitely their effort will pay off. It's not about the money alone, it's about the impact that you make. So I want all of us to remain committed and then stay on course. And I know that within the shortest possible time, we all smile. This is just the beginning of great things.
Thank you. Bernice, what will be your message for those who are outside but are yet to come and join us? Oh, sorry, you are muted. Let me just unmute you. Go ahead.
All right, thank you for the question. So I would say that you need progress over perfection. Always make sure you shorten the gap between your ideas and your execution. Remember that while you're busy thinking to execute your plan, someone is already done executing your plan. So always do it tired, do it disappointed, do it, in doubt, do it anyways. Join the project anyways. Whether you are doubting it, you are not ready, you are having fears. Remember that someone is already in it, because the more you're waiting, the more you are delaying yourself. Okay, so get on board, get started. And life is no promise. You can't tell what can happen. So always try your hands on opportunities around you, so that if that is your breakthrough, you are good to go. And the more you are waiting to execute, the more you are delaying your life, the more things are going behind you. So get on board today and get started, and you will be the happiest person. I will also add this because I read the news and I saw that people were deported from the US. Mass deportation. Do you know that? Do you think they knew this would happen? They didn't know. Assuming they don't have any online business doing, or they don't have multiple income way back home, and they are deported to their countries. Do you know how life is gonna be for them? It should tell you that life is not promised. Anything can happen to you any day, anytime. So always get yourself into multiple things, so that should A fail you, you have B. Should B fail, you have C. This is a digital business that you can manage anywhere in the world. So if those deporters are on board, wherever they take them to, they are okay, because they can still do this business. So I'm assuming that you are one of them. If you're one of them, ask yourself, as you are being taken to your country, are you going to start all over again? Now, if you happen to be in GotBackup, you know that you still have something you can do. So get on board now, because you never can tell when dark days will come at you. Thank you.
Wow. I like that fact. They want to go to US. Meanwhile, this is a US dollars that we are chopping in Ghana. You think about it. They want to go to US to chop the dollars. The dollars are right here with us, and we are chopping the dollars in Africa. It's crazy. And guess what? When you look at the number of people in this organization, okay, most of them are from the US already. If you check the leaderboard, the top 500, most of them are from the US. So that should tell you that once you have this, you can be earning dollars in the comfort of your home. And by the way, the income I showed you is dollars. That hits someone's, Stanbic bank account. So that should tell you that this is no joke. Anyway, I want to answer some questions. Somebody said, is it $120? Yes, it is $120. And then someone says, what if I came on board and I didn't get anyone to register under me? Will I still get my money? That is, if you don't get anybody by yourself, you don't get anything. Please note something. This is not a lottery. You are using a service. That service is worth more than iCloud, worth more than Google Drive. That service will give you a lot. But you have a contract. Your contract is to invite the people to us. We will do the thing. Leave that part as to when you invite the people, what is going to happen. Leave that to us. We are experienced. We will talk to your people for you. We will answer their questions for you. We will show them everything they need. But if you don't get the people to us, you get nothing, because you do nothing. If you do a lot, you get a lot. If you do something, you get something. If you do tiny, you get tiny. If you do big, you get big. Okay, that is how it works. What will be your last message, Enyonam?
Okay, you are being introduced to a technology project. This project, so far as phones will be in existence, it will thrive. This is not a new company. A lot of people, the fear is maybe to vanish. This is a company that has already made name where they are, and they are stretching their hands to us to partner them. This is the best opportunity for you. I don't know if you can go and start any technology thing. When you ask the rich of this world, the wealthy, they will tell you tech is the best place to invest now, because as they have said, as boss lady uh, Bernice has said, everywhere you go, you can operate it and make your money. It doesn't matter whatever currency. So take this opportunity. Don't sit on it. And in a few years, just like East Legon lands, don't let people tell you, where were you when you saw it? Regret is the most painful thing. Don't regret
is
it
the
one day.
most painful thing. Now, let me quickly go to you, Dorothy. So somebody says that. So if you invite someone and the person attends this presentation, okay, but the person has not registered to use the software yet, will you be paid?
You will not be paid. The person needs to register to use the software for the organization to recognize that someone has come on board the software in the program. Then you will be paid. That is
Exactly.
when you are paid.
Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, please know something. You'll be working with the person with us. We will work with the person, but you got to be present because you know the person more than we do. We will educate the person. Okay. But remember that the same way you are not going to start today, the same way somebody will also not start today. So you don't expect that the moment you invite someone and the person actually comes on, then the person comes on board. No, it doesn't work like that. You see, some people have doubt, and we all have doubt. So some people, they need some bit of time. It might take somebody today, and he start. Another person will take the person a year, and he will start. Another person will take a week. It doesn't matter. What we know is this. This is what we know. This industry is generating $200 billion. It is bigger than the football, the music, and the video industry all put together. The statistics, the big data shows. I'm a professor of data and artificial intelligence. So this thing will grow with or without you being part. With you joining us or with you not joining us, this is going to grow. You know why? Because everyone is having this machine, that mobile phone, that laptop. And as long as people have it, you know why artificial intelligence is leading? It's leading because the world is becoming not digitized, but digitalized. The world is advancing faster. The top 10 billionaires, 7 of them are into technology. It is changing the world. That is why every business person is going into AI. And AI is a new electricity. Data is a new oil. So understand where we are and where we are going. The world is going so fast. If King Solomon was around today, King Solomon would do this project. He would not do, animal husbandry or crop farming. So know where we are. In fact, even in agriculture, they are using data to calculate how many times crop must mature and be harvested. So know where you are standing. You are standing on an acre of diamond. You are 3 feet down your gold. You blow this, 2025, I don't know what else, okay, is going to come. And if we thought that a new government is going to make our life better, you see, some people were saying, hallelujah, Trump, hallelujah, Trump. Now you see, he's kicking them away. He's kicking them away. That is how life can be. You just don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Dig your well before you are thirsty. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much indeed, okay? At this stage, please speak to the person who invited you and tell the person that, look, I've listened to everything, okay, and I'm going to do this. And by the way, remember that $50 is not the only income you get. The $50 is a daily income you can get. It's a daily income you can get. The monthly one can be $2,000. Okay, there are some here who are making more than $2,000. There are some in this room who are making more than $5,000. There are some in this room who are making more than $7,000. So have an understanding that that $50 is just a daily affair. Okay, the monthly one is bigger than the $50. And then also I've seen somebody say, how can I contact? Please speak to the person who has given you the link, and then the person will tell you exactly what to do. At this stage, just go back to the person who gave you the link and say, look, I want you to connect me with any of the speakers, and then you'll be connected to any one of us at any point in time. Ladies and gentlemen, Thank you so much indeed for coming here. I want to say a big thank you to Jeffery Okakoi, a specialist banker, okay, who is chopping gargantuan Gagamamu's income and is about to make a difference even further. Thank you, Mrs. Bernice Effah Agyei, an entrepreneur, a superlative entrepreneur in the African region. Okay, this lady organizes a lot of import and export across the African continent. You want to see her? Okay, Mrs. Enyonam, incredible lecturer, okay, among us, and she's a lecturer in nursing. She knows a lot about women affairs. Okay, so she's a minister of women affairs there. And then Dr. Dorothy Hanson, okay, a great medical doctor, a family practice doctor, a woman of substance, a gigantic gargantuan gagamamus, an intercontinental ballistic Kosovoic atomic Ukrainian bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Curry. Okay, if you don't know me, I am a humble teacher. I teach, and that money is not enough. I take care of 33 orphans, and it's not enough to take care of them with my salary. So I decided to, as a business professor, I decided to leverage my tentacles and to have a backup to be able to take care of these people and be able to take care of my family. It's not a crime. King Solomon says that if you have wisdom, you must get wealth. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 11, God put gold in the garden for Adam and Eve, who didn't even need money. In Genesis 13, verse 2, Abraham was so wealthy with gold. So remember, you two were created in the image of a creator. The creativity of his creation is creative. If you are in his image, you must be happy. If you are not happy, you are not reflecting the Godship of God. Take this and make yourself happy, and we will see you again every week. On 12 o'clock, we meet in the afternoon on Zoom. You can invite your friends and colleagues and enemies to this program. Okay, every day we meet on Zoom at 12 o'clock. And then on Sunday like this at 8 p.m. GMT, we will meet with the world. Thank you so much indeed, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.